Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we did a few more trips into the Skull Cavern, netting us quite a bit of good loot, including some things like the prismatic shards, which, as I mentioned, are very rare, so it's nice to get more of those. Upgraded a few more of our tools, and progressed a little further in terms of our relationships with some of the villagers. This time, it's going to be a big day, because... Wait, I guess first I should read this. Dear Ryan, I'd like to share an old cooking recipe my pappy used to make. It's important the fish is fresh. Willie, escargot. And we have another one. Figure I'd give you this recipe I had laying around. Tried to burn it, George. Friday. Okay, cool. Got a bunch of recipes for befriending people. Anyway, as I was saying, this is going to be a big episode today because we are going to be experiencing what we have left of summer. This is going to be the last episode of us in summer year one. So it's going to be a bit of a bigger time, so again, we may cut some things around. We'll kind of just have to see as things go. Thankfully, we're starting this day off with some rain, so we can afford to do some other stuff. Now, I believe right now we have our trash can being worked on. So I'm thinking what we're going to want to do today is we're going to do one more run in the old Skull Cavern, I think. The reason I'm going to do that is because I feel like since fall's about to come around the corner, we're going to be... Ooh, we just saw some lightning strike one of the lightning rods there. And it looked like we got struck by lightning for a second. Thankfully, I don't think we did. But anyway, yeah, since fall's coming up, we are going to be quite busy indeed. So, because of that, I'm going to want to get as many runs in there as we can. I just want to make sure I don't have to worry about it in the future. I am, however, going to do something before we head out. I'm going to... Well, of course, I want to grab a few of our goodies, because I don't want to, leave those behind. We'll keep the pizza on us just in case. We'll donate that when we get back. And, oh yeah, I'm going to want a warp totem so we can actually get out of there when it's time to go. Of course, you always want to be prepared for the Skull Cavern. Generally, that's why you want to have at least one chest that, has a decent amount of supplies that you're going to take with you. In here, we're going to want to bring our coal, just because, again, we can craft bombs as we get ore and as we go. In fact, let me just grab all of our iron ore, just so that way we have that on us as well. There is risk to that, of course. Like, if you pass out, then you're, not going to have any more of those to work with, which can really suck. I'm also going to bring a spice berry, just so we have one more little thing to work with, and our stone. Again, it's just so we have as many opportunities to gather as we can. Now, there is one other thing I want to do before we head out, which, keep in mind, we have a bit of time anyway, because Pam takes a little bit to get to the bus stop anyway. I want to head down here, and I want to check out the Traveling Merchant, because I haven't done that in a while, for one, and I need to be doing that. But two, because there's actually other reasons to do that as well. But there is now another item that I'm going to be on the lookout for, and we're going to need to get 2 of it. It's not nearly as rare as the red cabbage, thankfully, but it can still be kind of rare. So far... Oh! Oh, that's hilarious. Another red cabbage seed. Again, mind you, I've gotten multiple playthroughs without seeing a single one of these in the cart, so that's great. Let's see. Rabbit's foot, bullhead, fish stew, globe. There it is. That is it. Rare seed. Sow and fall, I think it's what it says. Takes all season to grow. That's a bit of a lie. It doesn't take exactly 28 days to grow, and you can also put speed grow on it, which is what we're going to do to get a little bit quicker. But it does take almost the entire season to grow, and it's 1,000 gold for 1. We are going to be buying a rare seed, and again, as I said, we need 2. You're going to want at least 1, but if you're trying to do everything in the game like I am, you're going to need 2. And again, I'll kind of get into that, later. Also, I decided to do some research, as I said I would, if you recall last episode, when I gave everyone gifts, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you loved that, I didn't know you loved that, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just a bunch of stuff that I didn't know, and then eventually I gave an item to Sam I know he would just like, and he loved it. And so I was questioning what it was, and I was asking, hey, if you guys know, let me know. Come to find out, apparently that is a bug with the Switch version, which, if you couldn't tell, that's what I'm playing on. So, yeah, I'm dealing with a bug that's on the Switch version. Now, since it's like a thing I don't really think I can avoid, here's what my plan is. I don't know how long it's going to take for this to get patched. I don't know if it's something that you can simply fix by resetting the game. I really don't know how this works. I don't fully know if anyone else does either. Also, yeah. So pretty much how it's going to work is, from my point of view, how I'm planning on doing this, is I'm going to try to make sure I'm only giving items that people love. I'm still going to give gifts to people if it's, like, somebody who's hard to befriend, and if it's a loved item that it shouldn't be. Like, I apologize, but again, if it's a bug, I mean, it's kind of out of my control, but I'm going to try my best to make sure if it's a gift I'm giving to somebody, it's an item that's loved anyway, so that way I don't feel like I'm cheating, and you guys, who are playing along don't, feel like you're getting left behind because you didn't have this bug going on or whatever. Hopefully it shouldn't take, also I'm just going to get rid of this quest, because there's no way we're doing that. But yeah, I do apologize, but again, kind of out of my control when it comes to that. Shane wants an emerald. Okay, we can do that tomorrow. And Pam should be over here. Shane, you know what? Here. I haven't been befriending you. I know you love pizza. That's an item I know he loves even normally. Or how do you know this is my favorite? Good. 5 hearts. Nice. Maybe 6? No, damn. What's the point of life while I do his work? I just give you pizza. Come on, man. You have a lot of things to live for. That kid staying dry. Sure am. Here you go. Oh, frick. Okay, yep. So the bug is still active. So I'm going to want to ensure I don't give anything to Pam unless she loves it, or anyone to anything that they love it. Hey, that's something. Thanks a million, kid. I can only be so happy about that. Okay. So I'll try to ensure until a patch comes out. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long for a patch like that to come out to fix this. Again, I don't really know what causes it. I'm not sure if it's a common thing, but again, I'll try to ensure that if I'm giving gifts to people, it's only items they love for the most part. Thankfully, that shouldn't be too hard, because most of the people I'm befriending is the bachelorettes and the bachelors, and for the most part, I remember the things they love the most. Usually, it's going to be other people who are quite hard to befriend. Pam's also pretty easy to befriend, since she just likes beer, which can be expensive, because it's like 400 gold for one, but it's not that bad in comparison to some other, like, not money-making methods, other friendship methods, so to speak. Once again, I think just like last episode, I'm going to be cutting this particular segment out, or speeding it up, or what have you, just because I don't really know how often you guys are going to want to see me, you know, doing this, per se, in terms of, like, the Skull Cavern runs, at least at normal speed, just because that would take a lot of time. And especially in an episode like this, where we're going to be doing quite a bit of different things, I want to ensure that it's a little bit more interesting. So I am going to speed it up. I don't think I'll cut it out, though, like I did, because I did 2 trips yesterday. I cut one of them out because it was really boring. I actually want to give Sandy something, because I need to be befriending her. I almost slammed my desk, but I know it sounded really bad on the mic. I forgot about the bug. I'm going to put a sticky note on my friggin' screen to not give gifts to people unless they love it. I forgot about this. Who absolutely love getting gifts from the Valley. I'm so happy. Okay, well, don't get used to that. You wouldn't have much luck farming out here, honey. You have 0 hearts, okay. Thought maybe we had 1. Well, unless you were a cactus farmer. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to speed up our run. Again, wish me luck, and unless something happens, I'll see you guys later tonight with our results. Okay, got our first chest room, and it has taken quite a bit to find it. Hopefully we get something good. Oh, that is actually really nice, and we'll take that, but first I need to get rid of something before I show you guys what it actually even is. I did get this random dagger. It's not really worth too much to me, but what does it say? This blade is made of an iridium alloy. Interesting, okay. Could also just eat the spice berry after I drop it on the ground, but I'll look at it in a second. Auto grabber automatically harvests from your animals each morning. Must be placed inside a coop or barn. So that way, instead of having to go around and pick up whatever, like, it's randomly placed, you can just go over to the auto grabber and it'll have everything there. Now, that may not seem super useful when we only have like 2 chickens, mind you, because it's not really out of the way to go and grab those, but later on in the game, especially with more animals and stuff, that can save a decent chunk of time overall, so I'll actually happily get one of those early on. Okay, so interestingly, this is a new type of infested floor that you can only really find for the first time in the Skull Cavern. Now, I'm actually not really going to bother with this, just because I'm kind of short for time and I'd rather just get more loot by going further down. But you can find a bunch of dinosaurs here, which are a pretty rare enemy here. We have seen them before, of course, I already talked about them, but it is worth noting that you can find these here, so if you're trying to go for some of the artifacts from them, that is a really good find to come across. So for us right now, since we're so low on time, I'd rather really just get the loot, so I'm not really going to bother with that too much. And with that, our run has come to an end, and we've leveled up our combat to level 9 finally. More HP, new craft recipe, iridium band, and new cook recipe, squid ink ravioli. Very interesting. Now, we didn't sell anything, and I didn't make it back to the house in time. In fact, I passed out in the cave, so we probably lost, yeah, good chunk of money. But hey, we got a really good run, at least I think so. Gonna be clear and sunny, of course. It always is on a festival. Very bad luck, so definitely not go back there today. But you can see this is where our ending haul was. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Another prismatic shard, of course. That's like always good. Doesn't really matter who you are. That is always great. And I can see there's something pretty insane down there. I'm going to take a look at it in just a second, but first I gotta pull this stuff away. Sorry, I talked so I pitched and super fast there. It's just, oh, that's so exciting. Okay, first things first. I'm going to put some goodies in the furnace to smelt. In the thingy, yeah, Ryan, the thingy. And so I want to make sure I put all that in there, and we're going to just make sure our inventory is like not super duper clogged up, of course, because we don't want to, you know, have our entire inventory be decimated. Oh boy. A small magnet ring, I don't really need that. I'm just going to sell that. I can grab my tools back out. Yeah, so as you can see, pretty great day overall. We got this random blue buttoned vest. So I thought we might as well try to keep that because, hey, it may be worth it. Also, you can already see where the trash can came in some use if you were looking at the footage from yesterday. Just because you could sell items off and get money back. So yeah, another 1,000 gold from Dr. Harvey, but I think personally 1,000 gold, that was worth it. So you can see down here, of course, we got a bunch of stuff ready. We can, of course, sell a bunch of this, aka the 2 mayonnaise. But the main exciting thing is that giant thing in our plot, which I'll look at in just a second. I need to come back up here. Yeah, unfortunately, we're kind of clogged up with a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff we don't need, I should say, because it's kind of different. I'll put those 2 in there because we're going to need that only for when we're doing our runs in the Skull Cavern, and then I gotta just sort this out. I just do that because then I'll remember where things are at a little bit easier in my head. And I'll put most of this stuff away a bit later as well, like the bomb and whatnot. But anywho, the main thing that we want to look at is he's like, wait, I put the coal in there, what was I trying to put in here? The bomb, I think? There we go. This right here. That is a melon. It may kind of look it, may kind of not. I really don't know. It's kind of all perspective based. Also, wait, did I get... Please say I got 5 quality... I got 5 quality melons. Okay, good. It's like, 'cause if we don't get those today, that would suck. Anyway. So yes, that is a melon, believe it or not. It may not look it, but it indeed is a 1. Now, that right there is what is called... Oh, come on, I didn't water that. Frick. I think we lost a blueberry or a hop. I think it was a blueberry. Anyway, that is indeed a melon. So it looks like a melon, but it's really big. That is what is called a huge or large crop. Those can appear for, I believe it's... Well, okay, there's a few different type of crops that can turn into large crops. In case you're curious, what will happen is you'll have to, like, get a large crop. What you need is you need to make sure you have 9 of a specific type of crop in a, like, grid, like in a box, so to speak. So, for example, a row of 3, and then beneath that a row of 3, and then beneath that a row of 3. Now, again, this isn't for every crop, this is only for certain ones. So, for example, for spring, it's cauliflower, for summer, it is the melon, and so on and so forth. And I'll kind of mention which ones have the chance of turning into them as we go on. Now, it is a chance, it's not a guarantee. So, again, it's not like something that you're going to see all the time. It's pretty rare, and for good reason, as you're going to see why in just a few moments. There's some interesting mechanics, though, around it. For example, if a vegetable or fruit or whatever turns into a big version of itself, it actually, I believe, cannot wilt, even when the season changes over, which is really worth note. Will this count as a pickle? Technically it is, right? Yep, there we go. There we go. Finally gave them their pickles they waited so long for, and then we could sell the rest if we want to. I could also just... You know what? I'm going to put some melons in there, just so I can show you kind of the money you could be getting from some of this stuff. Anyway, now that we're in here, I'm going to put the auto grab it in here. I'm just going to put it right there so it's right next to the door as close as possible. It's not really going to do anything today, but now from now on when we come in here, you'll actually see that the eggs are going to go in there in that auto grabber, so it's going to be really nice. Anyway, as I was saying, this big melon is really cool and a big thing I was waiting for. It is all luck, so I didn't know if we'd get it like now or we'd have to wait a while. So what they do is you could just keep them for decoration, but the main mechanic is if you come over to it with your axe and you chop it, 15 melons. Mind you, we needed 9 to create the large crop. Now, that means, of course, we did get even more melons than we had before. It is worth noting, however, also, I think we do need to save a melon for... Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is... Who? Demetrius. Okay, Demetrius. So I just want to make sure I keep one. Anyway. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to keep 7. We're going to keep 7. I'm not going to mention why we're just going to keep 7. Don't worry. If you have some melons to save up, maybe consider saving up to, like, around 7. 1 for the quest and then for some other stuff. Anyway. So yeah, you do get more of whatever crop you put in, and I believe that number can actually vary, and you can get even more. But I think it is guaranteed you're always going to get at least a bit more than what you put in, if that makes sense. So, in other words, you're going to be gaining from it, and it's worth doing in pretty much every way possible. Anyway, let's throw one. So that was really exciting that we started our day off with that. And a bit more excitement to go as well. So I'm going to want to make sure I keep, of course, a melon on me. We're going to deliver that. We're also going to want an emerald for Shane, I believe, is the one who asked for it. And then I'm going to want to bring 5 iron bars. I believe that's it. Oh, wait, no. One more thing I want to do. One more thing. Hardwood. I'm going to grab the 93 hardwood, and then we're going to try to also do some stuff with that. I do need to harvest the wheat, but I'm not really in any rush for that, because it's not like it takes long to get. Oh, got some new ideas to sleep on. That's funny. So yeah, in case you're curious, petting your animals, and I think also picking up their resources, will net you EXP in the farming tab, which is kind of something I always forget about, because you get so little from it. Really, the main source you get from like EXP for farming is going to be from crops, so you're not going to get too much from animals, but you do get enough where it's like noteworthy enough where it's like, oh, it's possible you can level up like I just did there. Anyway, so this is, of course, our second and final day. Tomorrow's going to be our last day of summer, but it's going to be a festival, so it's going to be an off day. So this is our last big, like, full day. And, of course, this is the last day I'm going to be spending any money before, or at least tentatively spending any money, except for... Actually, wait. No, I might spend a little bit of money, actually, tomorrow. But not much. It'll kind of depend on something. Anyway. But yeah, we're going to save up for crops, of course, for seeds. So today I want to do a few things just to have it set, and work going on in the background, if you will. First things first, I want to be making sure every day that I'm not in the Skull Caverns or doing something that takes precedence, we're always going to want to try to come over here and we're going to try to get as much hardwood as we can. As I said, it's kind of a hard resource to farm. Those mahogany seeds do actually grow a specific tree that does give hardwood when you chop it down. So those could be worth planting, but again, I don't really have an area for that set up. Which is why probably tomorrow I'm going to be doing, like, hanging out with some people around town. But outside of that, we're probably going to be working more on our farm just to, again, clear some stuff up. Ooh, that is a dwarf scroll 1. Gotta tell you more about this. Of course, we already found some dwarf scrolls in the artifacts tab. You'd say we have 2 and 3. We actually were missing 1, so now we have 1. And then there's, I guess I shouldn't spoil. But anyway, so yeah, you can get that one from some of these green slimes. That is very lucky. If you are looking for that scroll, because the scrolls are very important, I'll just say that. For multiple reasons. You can also find those, I find, fairly consistently if you go to, I believe it's floor 10 in the caves, the normal caves, floor 10. You'll find, like, a giant patch of dirt, and you can till it with your, hoe, and I find that you can I find that the Dwarf Scroll 1 appears there fairly frequently. You'll have to check it probably a few days before you get it, but that's usually where I go if I need it pretty badly, though. You can also just get lucky with it like I did. Anyway, so now we're gonna head into town. I should probably talk to... Oh, wait, maybe I can get her heart scene. Leia does have a heart scene in her house if she's in her cabin. Yeah. So this is a heart scene for Leia. We've been neglecting her. This is her 2 heart scene. You just have to come in here anytime that she's actually in here. Oh, Ryan, come on in, come in. Or she said, come in, not come on in. I'm just working on this sculpture here. Come here, watch this. Okay. It just looks like you're hitting it with a hammer, but I'm sure you're doing something. See that? I'm revealing the essence of the wood. Okay. Once you get past the outer layers, the true nature starts to show. Same with people who actually prefer the look of the raw, adulterated wood. Creepy, may I have a cat? Oh my gosh, no! What the this is something... What is this? It's the same with people, I guess. What? Oh yeah, that's absolutely right. Who is... I mean, I know there's people who are gonna ask for a kiss, but oh my goodness, you guys have problems. I first visited this valley as a little girl while on vacation with my parents. I knew I had to come back someday. This place has great artistic potential. So we really haven't seen that before, but Leia's actually an artist. Although I have to admit, it's not easy to pay the bills as an artist, yeah? Anything creative is pretty inconsistent when it comes to funds, unfortunately. You have an art show in town, why don't you sell your art on the internet? You don't have an art show in town. Help boost the economy. I'm sure there's people here who would like that. Interesting. I guess that could set the wheels in motion for making Pelican Town a true art destination. But what if no one likes my sculptures? I'd be crushed. Well, you were doing art. Anything in art is gonna be up to scrutiny. Unfortunately, there's always people who are gonna say negative stuff just cause. I'll have to think about it. I mean, there's no pressure on it. It's just you're asking. Well, thanks, by Ryan. Yeah, okay, I guess I'm out then. I just got kicked out. So yeah, pretty basic heart scene for the most part. I don't want to give you a gift because I know you'll love it no matter what it is. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. An art show for the whole village. That's a bold idea, Ryan. Yeah, you know me. I'm a bold kind of guy. Okay, Willie, I don't really want to give you any... I can't really give you anything either, because you'll love it. If the local fishing got me more lively, makes me in the shop stock. Okay, well... I mean, I level 10 fishing, so I feel like I'm already played my part, personally, but, you know, whatever. So we're going to want to go, we're going to want to pick up our steel trash cans. If you forgot, that is something we had going on in the background. Oh, hello, Sam. Shh, not cheating. Shh, not cheating. I was just gonna do it for a bit, but then I felt committed to it at that point. I really love this. How'd you know? Yeah, whatever. Tomorrow we got the ducks see the migration of the moonlight jellies. I think it starts at 10 o'clock. Okay, thanks, let me know. 1 second, I gotta beat this level. Okay. So they're all working on stuff. Hello, Elliot. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything you love. Someone's angry today. My skin is a bit too delicate, I'm afraid. Everyone's out and about. Look how lively the town is. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go pick up our copper hoe. Wanna see if there's any missions going on up here. Nope. Okay. Talk to Lewis, just cause. Oh, hey, Penny. I don't have anything. Well, I have stuff that you would love, but it's gonna happen on the weekends, don't you think? Yes, because weekends are just better than every other day of the week. Dad's coming back home soon. I hope Brayden's doing some toys. Yeah, he has a dad. Just hasn't told me yet. Hello, the mountains look nice today, don't they? I can't really see them, sure. Seems like a crawdads in the river. Don't tell Aunt Marnie, but I fed one to a cow once. Okay. Kids, then. So yeah, we're just gonna go pick up the copper hoe and do our rounds. Since our last full day around, the main thing I will want to make sure we do is we're gonna check the beach before we go to bed tonight, because the beach is gonna be blocked off tomorrow except for the festival is. Because we can go everywhere else tomorrow except the beach, and of course like inside certain buildings and whatnot. But also, if you want to buy some ice cream now, maybe the last time to do so as well. Smell like a barbecue. Dang, I could go for a burger. Okay then. Then let's talk about burgers at Ice Cream Journal. Come on, thank you. Check the, there we go. Clint, give me my steel trash can, you trash can. Thank you. You received a steel trash can. Yep, so now we'll get even more of our money back when we throw an item away. It's kind of square looking, which is a bit odd. Now, one of the last things we're going to do is we are going to upgrade our hoe to steel, or iron technically, but whatever. Use it until soil. There we go. Thanks, I'll get started on this as soon as I can. It should be ready in a couple days. So that should be ready, hopefully by the time fall begins. But that's going to be one of our last big purchases. I wanted to do that specifically because I wanted to have every tool like at steel for the most part, like all the ones we have right now, at steel, just so we wouldn't have to worry about that in the future, and I feel like that would just help. It gets that out of the way. Oh, Omni-Geo, nice. Oh, come on. It also will be helpful when we're planting tomorrow. We'll just save a bit of time. Not tomorrow, but next episode, I should say. Okay, here's Dwarf Scroll. Dwarf Scroll number 1. Just one left for that. There we go. No new reward, but that's fine. Speaking of, I'll just grab this one here so I don't have to worry about it in the future. Harvey! I've been meaning to give this to you for the longest time, but I always forget to talk to you. He loves this even like without the glitch. Coffee's a loved item of his. It's for me, this is my favorite stuff. It's like you read my mind. Good. Can I do anything for you? Take care. Okay. Well, what was that little jig you were doing? Okay, so we did that. We're gonna stop by the beach, grab all the goodies we can. Oh, I didn't grab my fishing rod. I should have grabbed that. Because my plan was actually probably. Oh, hello, Haley. Talk to you. My parents sent another postcard. I guess they're in the middle of a cruise down at Gemsea Coast. They said me and Emily could join them at any point, but let's be honest, who wants to go on vacation with their parents? I love my parents, okay, Haley? Man, come on, bro. I mean, I know not everyone does, but I do, so I'm not the type of person to be bringing that up to. Oh, I forgot the hose away. That kind of stinks. Okay, so not going to be probably as many goodies about as there normally can be. Also, this is the first time we've seen seaweed on here. I think that can only happen actually during the summer. It's pretty rare, which is funny because seaweed's not that valuable. But hey, we'll take what we can get. So one thing I do want to mention is, again, for those of you who are playing like kind of along with me for the most part, like because I feel like a few of you are, again, or if you're just taking things that I'm saying into account when you're doing your own playthroughs and stuff. The order I do things is specifically like built around the way I like to play the game. For example, I focus on the mines a lot because I really like the mine mechanics, and I like having the extra energy from the star drop we got there, which is the only star drop we've had for quite a while. But there's other aspects of it that make me play the way I do as well. For example, another thing that kind of makes me play the way I do kind of comes down to... Oh, sorry, I should have skipped that dialogue. Kind of comes down to, like, other avenues as well. So, for example, the mining one kind of goes in hand with why I like going for the Skull Cavern so early and trying to repair the bus. But you could put that money into other aspects of the game if that's what you want. Again, there's no set way to play this game from my point of view. I know there's, like, things that are more efficient for, like, time and stuff, but... At the end of the day, it's a farming sim. You're not playing it because you're, you know what I mean? I mean, I know there's people who speedrun the game. It's just, I feel like most people who play the game are doing it casually. this is not like a game that I think is usually built around the idea of speedrunning in terms of, like, I guess kind of, because it has a time limit, like, built in, so going as fast as you can, I don't know. Anyway, we're coming up to Robin's, because if we come up here, there are 3 options here. There's shop, which we've looked at a little bit. You can see there's a bunch of items in here, including some stuff that is incredibly expensive, like, where's it at? Oh, I guess, oh, whoa. Whoa, wait. Where's the... Okay, she used to sell an item that was, like, really expensive. Maybe they changed that, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's besides the point. She has 3 tabs here. Shop, construct farm buildings, which we've seen a few of, and upgrade house. What does this option do if we click on it? I can increase the size of your house and add a kitchen. It will cost 10,000 gold, and you'll also need to provide me with 450 pieces of wood. Are you interested? Now, we have the money for that, but we'd be very poor afterwards. And also, we didn't bring our wood on us. So, that's also part of the problem. Now, you maybe ask yourself, okay, so we get a kitchen, and it makes the house a little bit bigger, but is that really, like, that useful of a upgrade? Yes, for a few different reasons. One, kitchen means, of course, you can cook better food, which means better and more efficient uses of your energy, which can be very helpful. But 2, if you intend to marry anybody in the game, you are going to need that first house upgrade to do so. Doesn't matter who you are, who you're going for, you're going to need it. So keep that in mind as you go. I actually forgot which one it was. I thought for some reason it was hardwood, but I think I'm thinking of a different building. So we're gonna come up here with our wood. Hopefully she's still up, and I think she like starts walking out around 5 or 4, so I'm hopeful we'll make it back in time. And then I think for the rest of this day we're gonna chop some trees and clear our farm out a little bit. Just because I want to ensure again that we have a decent amount of resources. This is pretty expensive. 450 pieces of wood is nothing to scoff at. Robin, okay, there we go. Good. First things first, though, I want to move our stable just 1 forward so it's better aligned. Because if you look, this is something I've always done. If you look, like, the tiles for the roofs look the same, and seeing how it's, like, bent, it looks like you can make the roofs connect, and it just looks really pretty. And it's also close to the house, which you want your stable to be anyway, so I don't know. Anyway, upgrade house. So again, 10,000 gold, we'd be very poor. And 450 pieces of wood. Get on that, Robin. Thank you. I'll get started tomorrow. I should be finished in around 3 days. Yep, so it's going to take quite a while for that to get going. Also, I know you don't love this. Okay, good. I kind of regret it. Oh, she just left. Good. How's in such a beautiful area, don't you think? Yeah. So anyway, so now she's going to be working on that. Oh, big changes. Bunch of stuff is changing. So that's going to take 3 days because, it's a big house. Yeah, she's going to be working on our house now for the next little bit, which is good. That gives us some time to do our stuff. Sorry, I'm just grabbing that moss. So now that we have that going, we are pretty poor, and again, we are going to want to buy quite a few seeds. You may be curious, okay, what's the plan? Tomorrow, I'm probably going to be fishing up at the lake. Again, even though we're at max fishing, that doesn't mean we're not going to fish anymore. It just means I'm not like as pressed for it as I normally am. Another thing I'm going to do for money here is I'm actually going to, one second, like just trying to put a bunch of this stuff away. Sell off some of the items that I don't find myself. Oh, I forgot to give this to Demetrius. Okay, whoa. Oh, frick, dang it. Okay. So Demetrius, I'm not concerned with him going to bed immediately or anything like that. It's just now I'm losing out on in-game time, which sucks, but it's whatever. So yeah, I plan on selling a few items. I may even sell a few iridium bars because again, they're worth 1,000 each. And since we're still early on to the point where we really can't use them for much else, I mean, we do want to stockpile them to a degree, but we also don't need them that badly. Okay, I was making sure. I need to stop giving. I forgot. I keep forgetting about the bug. Campus Storm's Festival. It's one of the most beautiful wonders in the valley. I'm sorry. Oh, dang it. I hate this bug because I need that sticky note to be put on here as I don't give gifts to people unless they love them. So Demetrius should be down here. He's usually down here in summer around the fountain area. At least that's where I'm used to him being. I don't know if he's still there. Yes, there he is. Okay. Demetrius, here's your melon you wanted. This is perfect. Just what I need from research. It's going to be hard not to eat it. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, I know. I don't know what you're saying. Strigolactone levels could be increased. Would have a proportional effect on micro-horizontal growth. Sorry, I was pondering some data. I didn't even notice you there. Dude, you're talking in wizardry spells that would get you burned in the Salem witch trials now. Okay, come on. Whatever. Doesn't matter who I talk about. We got our money. 550 gold is worth more than the melon is by itself, and we get some friendship with him, so not bad. And then the other thing we're going to do is... I put it away. We need to go get an emerald and then go give it to Shane. Oh my goodness. I forgot about the missions, dude. It stinks. Whatever. It sucks because sometimes, again, I feel like sometimes I do really good with, like, strategizing where I'm going and getting things done in a certain order. Even while commentating, which is one of the hardest things. Also, yes, I am going to sell these 5 iridium bars. I really don't... I just drank some mayonnaise. I'm never going to be able to forget myself. That's also new to this update. I guess I should talk about that at some point, but yeah. Dude, this sucks. Sucks a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna... Actually, no, I want to keep that. I want to keep that. Okay, there we go. Anyway, sorry guys. I know I sound like really and out of it, but like, man, just, things are... It went from like a really good day yesterday in game to this day's kind of a little but whatever. It happens. It's gonna be back and forth. Also, nice thing is tomorrow we don't have to water our crops because they're gonna be, you know, dead and everything, so we don't have to worry about that. We will have to harvest them, of course, including our wheat, which I've been putting off. But Marnie, do you close at? Please say you close late. Actually, wait, no, Shane's at the bar, isn't he? He's not gonna be over here. He's not responsible. He's got to be in the bar. It's Saturday, especially. A lot of people are gonna be at the bar. Which, if the bug wasn't happening right now, I'd just be giving a lot of gifts while I was here. But whatever. Hello, kids. Hello, Penny. Trying to take you with my horse. Okay. So we're going to give this to Shane, and then we're going to head out of here, and we're going to head back to farm, and finally actually work on the stuff that I was intending to work on. It sucks I can't really give you guys any gifts. Oh, you brought this item from Astor. Thank you so much. Here's a little something for trouble. Yeah, I'm not going to buy a beer for you, Shane, and pay him even though I could for the sake of friendship, because you guys love that normally. I just need to save up money now, since... Oh, I am, however, going to... did I give 2 gifts to Leia first? I should check that before I do this. Leia. No, I didn't. Okay. Wait, did I give you a gift today, though? I think I didn't I? I don't know if I did. Freaking, I'm buying it. Please say I didn't give you the gift today. It was a different day. Thank you. Thank goodness. Okay, yeah, because she loves salads. She loves that even normally. It looks delicious. Thank you. It's nothing quite like a fresh wild salad. Yep. I think I may have already talked about that, actually. 4 hearts. Nice. Oh, you got a horse? That's so wonderful. Horses are amazing animals. Yeah, why didn't you get... I feel like I should have had to buy the horse from you, but maybe that's some sort of like partnership deal you two had going on. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Penny here. I'm gonna stand in front of you. Oh, no. Okay, what the... Penny, hurry up. Go fast. I'm hoping I can get a 2 heart scene with Penny, because I think they close here at 9. It's 8. I thought it was 9. It's 8. I've been missing out on Penny's 2 heart... 3 heart or 3 heart. There's no 3 heart scenes. At least from the Bachelor's Bachelorette. I'm missing out on her 4 heart scene. You have to enter the trailer when she's in there, which is annoying during the summer because she's almost always out doing something unless you're there at camp out her place at the very morning, which I'm never doing. So, missing out on that. I'm missing out on a few different heart scenes because they're just so out of the way, which stinks, but hopefully eventually we'll get to them. Okay, so I put the bars in here, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. So I'm going to sell the iridium bars, so that's 5,000 gold, which means we'll have 10,000, which I think is enough. I don't really think I need to sell any more of the iridium because I do want to save it for other stuff, but I did want to ensure that I had a decent chunk saved up, so... but I also want to ensure we have a decent chunk of change. At least 10,000 gold. I don't think we're going to probably blow through all of that for seeds by any means, but it's always nice to have a little bit of pocket change on you, just in case you need it. Not like 10,000 gold's just mere pocket change or anything, but... You know, you want to make sure you have at least a little bit of extra goodies or extra money to use potentially in case something pops up. And the reason I said I may be spending money tomorrow is because I'm going to we need to go check the Charlie Merchant again, and if there's another rare seed, I need to buy it. Because I said I do need to buy 2, and if you couldn't have guessed, because I need to sell one of them. But the other one we need for something else as well. Not ancient fruit, what are these? Sweet berries, odd seed, whatever it was. The seed we bought is actually worth quite a bit of money, but it takes, of course, the entire season. So if you start stockpiling, and you can only buy 1 per time she's selling them. So if you could be stocking those up until now, you could be potentially making a decent chunk of change back, but I usually don't worry about that too much, and I only buy it for selling it, and then buy it for like 1 time for the catalog. And then I buy another one to use for the quest or whatever, so, you know, it's whatever. Okay. So I think at this point, we pretty much have this day wrapped up, so I'm just going to, because I have nothing else really to add here while I'm chopping wood, I'm just going to cut till we see our money for the night, which isn't going to be too much, but I'll see you guys later tonight, and we'll wake up on the morrow, aka the final day of summer. See you guys then. And there's our level up in farming that you saw earlier, level 8 farming, watering can, and hoe proficiency. It sounds like we also may have gotten an achievement based on that sound effect. New craft recipe keg, that is a massive thing that you'll see later in the game. New craft recipe oil maker, and now we can also craft deluxe speed grow. I don't know what the achievement is, we'll have to see in a moment, and wow. Yep, so you can see, thankfully we had quite a bit of money to buy back, which I actually forgot about, so also I'm going to do this just because it's funny, and I pointed it out already, but I'll do that in a second. But you can see just how much money we made from the melons and everything. Big payday, really nice and happy about that. Of course, we also got a bit of money from the iridium bars. We have our foraging stuff here, as you can see. I did sell a bunch of items like the oak resin and stuff, like one of them for the, and like a green bean I had saved up, specifically for the list or whatever I mentioned, the catalog thing. Because I realized I was a bit behind on that, and so I just went through before I went to bed and made sure that I sold a bunch of stuff that I saw. Definitely not all of the things I'm sure I could sell, but whatever. New achievement, as you can see there, it's monoculture. Because I think that's how you say that. I am not very eloquent with my words. Let's see here. Nope. Not capo. It's something with an M. Yeah, this. Ship 300 of one crop. That one is pretty interesting to actually get now, and I believe it's probably gonna be this. Yep, blueberry. 300 exactly. Look at that. That's crazy. So yeah, 300 blueberries. Again, it's one of those types of crops that you're probably gonna get a lot of. So first day of fall is gonna be sunny. Bad luck day. Unfortunately, we're ending on that. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you my new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, bread. Bread making can be a very complex form of art, but I'll make it simple for you. The most important ingredient is flour, of course, but before we create the dough, we'll need to activate our yeast. And before warm water and a little something to feed on, I use plain sugar, but honey or maple syrup will do. Learn how to cook bread. Cool, and here we begin our final day of summer. It's been a long time coming. I want to say thanks for taking an interest in my work. Here's a cooking recipe that I think you'd like. Autumn's Bounty, thanks Demetrius. Tonight, it's also from Demetrius. Tonight at around 10 o'clock p.m., a rare and beautiful event will take place. The Moonlight Jellies will be passing by Pelican Town on their long journey south for the winter. We'll all gather at the beach to watch. You don't want to miss this. See you tonight, Demetrius. Okay, hopefully we'll be there. You can also see our good old plants here. We're going to make sure we get one last harvest off. And here's something worth noting. If you have an axe on you, at any point you can chop down your tea saplings like this, and you will get the sapling back. Now, that will need to regrow, so it'll take another 20 days to mature. But if you ever want to move them around, or you want to ensure they don't wilt around winter, which it's not winter yet, but you can always cut them down for that. Now, I actually cut them down because I just want to get rid of them, because they're taking up space, and I also just wanted to accumulate a few tea leaves for something that's going to happen later. But you can keep those up as long as you want, and also we can craft them pretty easily. They're not that expensive or anything. So here we go. Here's our final harvest of everything here, except for the corn. The corn we're going to have to water, because that does grow into fall, of course, as I'm sure you may be well aware. But hopefully we can get more gold corn from it. Yes, I see one gold corn, maybe two. Okay, no, only one. We'll take one. One's not bad. I think we're only missing like one more, maybe, gold corn? No, two. Okay, so 2 corn, and then we'll be good to go from that standpoint. Okay, so yep, just need to water the corn and then cut down our wheat, and then we are done on this area for summer. Again, summer is a big season for crops, especially at least when it comes off summer for me and how I play the game. But still, needless to say, you're going to have quite a lot of goodies there. Okay, let me check this stuff. Let's see. See, I don't believe Robin's going to be working on our house today because it is a festival, technically. So I believe she gets the day off. Where did I put my... I could grab that, but where did I put the... Oh, I didn't look at the crab pot thing like I said I would last episode. Okay, I need to... There we go, my scythe. I was looking for this because I need this to actually harvest the wheat. You also get a bit of hay, but that's not really the main deal. The main reason we wanted more wheat, in case you were curious, is because there was a bundle we need wheat for. In particular, we need 10 wheat, but we didn't have 10 wheat of a specific, I believe, value. Yeah, we had 8 normal wheat, which thankfully we have enough here. I'll just save all this wheat, just because, you know, might as well. And there's going to be a reason for that as well, and that's because we come over here, keg, 1 copper bar, 30 wood, 1 iron bar, and 1 oak resin. This is why I wanted oak resin. We're actually going to craft one of these. Let me grab that oak resin there. Oh, I need more copper. I need to craft more of that. And an iron bar. Thankfully, we can only craft 1 right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep that on me, actually. And then we can come over here and put this away. So yeah, as I was saying, the keg is a really big deal, especially in late game. It's one of the best ways to make money in this entire game, as you're going to see eventually. So I'm going to put this just here next to our owl statue, and I'm going to come over here, and we're going to grab something we've been stocking up on, the hops. Just grab 1 hop real quick, and I'm going to put it in the keg. Depending on what you put in the keg, something else, something different can come out of it. And of course, different things you put in will yield different results and whatnot. Specifically, we're putting that in because it's going to give us an item that we've been needing for a bit of time. Anyway, auto grabber. I know I'm jumping from topic. As you can see, it has this little white circle on it. That means it has picked up all the items, and that means it has stuff to take. So there's both the eggs. That's why they weren't out and about. So as I said, auto picker can be really nice and can save you a bunch of time. Right now, of course, we only have 2 chickens, so it's not saving much time. But you know, it's all the little baby steps. Am I right? Okay. Put all that away. And now, since it is Sunday, there are a few different things we could do. As I said, I could clear on the farm a little bit, but since winter, I realized as I was like when I was skipping through, I was fast forwarding, as I would put a few times, even though that's not the right way of saying that. As I was speeding things up, I would say, oh, you know, I'm gonna work more on the farm. You know, I'm gonna clear more things out. I actually think I'm not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do, also I'm going to grab Topaz. Where's Topaz? Yeah, there we go. And, sorry, I know I keep going back because I'm forgetting I can give gifts to people. There we go. Okay, that should be enough. Bunch of gemstones and stuff, but that should be enough for gifts. Anyway, I think what I'm actually going to do is go to the normal mine. Now, why in the world would I go to the normal mine right now? Well, that's because there is a specific item I'm looking for from there, but also because if you recall, I said I wanted to defeat enough of the dust sprites, and I haven't done that in quite a bit. So I want to make sure I'm doing that, and again, since it's a bit of an off day anyway, and we will have to, of course, leave at night so we can get over to the festival, but I do want to be working on that. There we go. Ooh! No, I'm not spending 6,000 for that. You're high. Okay, I'm gonna buy that rare seeds. Yep, there we go. So we have 2 rare seeds, just like I needed. And I'm still gonna come over here. Oh, I should have brought a gift for the wizard. I forgot. The wizard. He's just so out of the way and I always forget about him. The problem. I know it's like, because he's like, oh, I'm too mysterious and I would scare the villagers or what have you. But bro, if I want to ever befriend you, you need to leave that stinking tower of yours because I always forget you're there. Because I am going to grab the hardwood as always. But yeah, so I think the plan is we're going to give a few gifts to a few different people. You can kind of guess based on the gift, I'm sure. Because I'm just trying to befriend certain people who are pretty easy to befriend. Then I don't have to worry about them in the future. You know, unless I'm trying to marry one of them. Or court them, if you want to put it that way as well. Speaking of, in case you're curious about that, because it may seem like I haven't been working on that, I have actively. It's just, it's a slow process. And we are getting closer and closer to the point where eventually we'll be having our future spouse, a bachelorette for me. I wouldn't say be within our grasp, because that sounds really creepy. We'll start pursuing them a bit more religiously. How about that? I guess I'll put it that way. I don't really know the nicest way to put that. That doesn't sound creepy or weird, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to head into town. Of course, I made sure all the items I grabbed are love gifts, even though I technically don't need to do them from the bug standpoint, yada yada. You already know the drill at this point. Okay, so again, I want to be checking trash cans, so they still give items. Doesn't matter how far you are, like that, for example, that feels nice, helpful. Doesn't matter how far you are in the game, I think it can always prove useful. But yeah, we're just going to go to a few different people. First things first, Emily. I want to give Emily a topaz, and hopefully this will push her into 6 hearts. In which case, then Emily will be maxed out unless we decide to date her. Okay, Emily, is this going to be the one? Is this it? Yes, it is! Oh, 8 hearts, not 6. The worms through the energy of the stone. Yeah, you've already said this multiple times. So there we go. We have our first villager at 8. Hi, we've become decent friends, haven't we? Yes, we are. So me, you're a cool guy. Thank you. You're a very cool woman. So you can see we're at max hearts. Now, you can see there's these 2 dark gray hearts. You may be wondering about these. You're going to see those on all bachelors and bachelorettes. And I think I kind of spoiled, so I'll mention this. Those only open up if you are dating that person. How do you date somebody? Well, I'll get into that at some point. Of course, right now it doesn't really matter too much. But as you can see, Emily is currently our closest friend, which I think is fitting, because if you didn't know, one of my sisters in real life is named Emily. It's not spelt the same way as that, but, you know, whatever. So we're cool friends. And that means we're also ready if we want to date her. She's now available for that, but again, I'll get into that at some point. A few more gifts to give to people. Next is going to be Penny, who I don't know if she's going to be in her house. She's probably not, because it's like 12 p.m. There's no way she's in here, yeah. I mean, she's probably up near Joja Mart, which isn't the biggest deal because we need to head up anyway, but I'm still a little upset by it. Because it's just, you know, I need to see that heart scene, dude. Like, it's annoying. Whoa. Oh, you're on the move. Okay, I was about to say, I didn't see her there. That's because she's moving. Okay, Penny here. Emerald. You love Emerald. I actually probably should have given you a poppy because I feel the saved up and you love those as well, but whatever. Thank you. I really love this. Cool. So, do you like to decorate your farmhouse? Oh, 7 hearts. Nice. Must be nice having your own place to decorate. Yeah, except for the fact that I'm lazy and don't decorate, but I'm sure it's, you know, it would be cool if I did. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know what, actually, I take that back. All the items I've been given for free by Gunther I've put in my house, so yeah, I guess I am decorating. Never mind, I take that back. Oh, man. Anyway, Abigail, are you out and about probably by now? She probably is, isn't she? You know what, actually, Pierre, specifically because it's you, I'm going to give you an item that you love because I don't like you. There you go. Now, that may seem counterintuitive. Like, why am I giving him something that is his all-time favorite, supposedly, in this? Well, it's because I don't care about morals when it comes to giving him stuff that's glitched and making him love it. I hate having to befriend Pierre for multiple reasons. 1, because he's Pierre, but I'm kidding. But 2, because also, he only loves 1 item in the entire game, unless it's like a universally loved item, which, again, I'll get into when we see a few more of those. So I hate befriending him from that standpoint as well. So frick him. I am gonna, again, outside of the bit. Oh yeah, you're going to do your book club with Maru. That's super cool. I forgot you guys did that. That's new to this update, I believe, as well. Yeah, nothing in here I really... Oh, I could buy the recipe for this. 2 copper... I mean, that's 5,000 gold. Like, that's expensive, but twice as much as a regular chest. 2 tiers in a bucket. I feel like storage has been such an issue, and I'd rather just have that now. Maru, here's a gold bar. You love this regardless. Pure gold. Yep, you've mentioned this before. 7 hearts, maybe? No, 6. Someday I'm going to be a world-class inventor. You'll be friends with me. Just kidding. I am lucky to have friends at all, because I don't in real life. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not, but I am. I'm not, but I am. Sebastian, Frozen Child's tier. I know you love these. Even normal play. Here you go. Really love this. How did you know? Because I used Wikipedia back when I first played this game. I usually do only go outside after dark. Does that sound weird to you? You've already mentioned this like 20 different times. Also, fun fact about Sebastian. See where this radio is on this little side table here? I'll pull up a picture in this. The radio isn't plugged in. In earliest versions of this game, like back when it first launched, he did not have a radio there. You want to know what he had instead of a radio? He had, and I kid you not, a bond. He straight up had, I forgot about the glitch. So he straight up had a bond. Here's like, I'll put a picture if I can find one on screen for you guys so you have a visual aid. But he legitimately straight up had a bond. And there's in fact people in the community who want the bond to be brought back. There's a petition for it. Where do I sit on the matter? I really don't think I have much of an opinion at all, but what I will say is it's hilarious to me that that is part of the game's like lore in terms of history. In this game's history, again, this is a real thing. That was not like a glitch. That wasn't like a mod that added that. There are mods that add it back. That was legitimately part of the game at first. Also, thanks to the mystery box, buddy. So, again, I just wanted to point that out. And it's funny because I haven't really talked about like that. Like I did for past series and stuff like that. I talk about like fun little details and stuff. Also, that's a replica. We don't really need that. And that's because there is a lot of stuff in general that I find like interesting. I always like sharing detail. To really just get two dwarf skulls already had back to back. That's hilarious. Anyway, as I'm saying, in general, I find it to be like fun and enjoyable when I share like little fun details like that. And I haven't really done too many, but that's mostly because I'm just waiting for probably later in the series or for when it's like, if it's something that is like an obtainable thing that you can miss out on, that's something I'll bring up whenever it becomes available. But for the most part, a lot of the bonus stuff's going to be near the end of the series, which we're still quite a ways off from because we're not even. I think, well, just now, after today, this episode, we're halfway done with our first year. Granted, again, it's going to go faster as time goes on, especially once we reach our second year, just because, again, then I'll be doing more compilation-style episodes, unless, again, we're doing something completely new, which we will have quite a few of, like, early on, but probably by the later half of that, we'll be delving our toes back into the stuff you guys have kind of seen consistently, and it won't be stuff that I'll always have, you know, something to mention, so... You know, and whatnot. I've already kind of mentioned this before, but, you know, that's how it goes. Also, one sec. Okay, sorry about that. You know how it is. Stuff comes up and life happens. But yeah, so the plan is just kind of run around. I am killing slimes as well, just because we need to be doing that as well. I'm not really going to worry about that, because that's kind of a spread out floor. But for the most part, I'm just going around defeating dust sprites. One thing I do want to... Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Dang it. Never mind. We're gonna leave it to doing to defeating as many of these dust sprites as we can. We could just keep resetting at the elevator like on a single floor, but I think it'd be prudent for us to just go through the mines like normal. It's been a while since we've been back here, you know. We've got to remember our humble origins, you know, back when we used to have to deal with these caves and our pickaxe couldn't one-tap these blue boulders. You know, it was a trying time. Oh my goodness, that's a huge chunk of copper ore, which I'll definitely take because I need to be smelting copper ore, especially now that I bought that new recipe, the big chest, which we're definitely going to want to be upgrading with soon. So I'll try to get to that as fast as we can. We have other stuff to work on as well, of course, like this. As I said, the reason, like, all of the enemies eventually we're going to want to try to get the bounty reward for, but the dust sprites are one that I recommend trying to get as early as you possibly can. And again, I'll kind of mention why once we get to that point. And you'll probably be most able to understand it once we see what the reward is. Just to say, the reward for killing or defeating enough dust sprites is one of the best rewards in my personal opinion, if not the best. Just because of what it does, but again, we'll get to that when the appropriate time comes. So what I didn't mention is if you come back here on subsequent, like later on, consider destroying those boulders, especially if you want more resources. They drop 10 stone, I believe. Ooh, that is level 10 mining. That is really cool. It means we maxed out another skill. Let's go. That's always exciting when you max out a skill, especially one like mining, because that one can be a little annoying for people to get. And it's also just going to be super helpful moving forward. Anyway, as I said, resources like stone, especially for us, since we're using a stone path like way to like build up our farm, we're going to need a decent chunk of stone anyway. And also we use quite a bit for using it in the skull caverns for like the staircases and what have you. Generally speaking, we're going to need a lot of stone. So if you come on here into the normal mines where energy's not going to matter as much as it would on the skull caverns, then consider breaking those big boulders if you see them, just so you can collect a bit more stone. Like, for example, 55 on just a few floors, and I haven't really been doing too much. Because if you notice, sometimes when you break these small rocks, they don't even give you one stone, like at all. Like, you can see we got one there, and it's not really super efficient to get them anyway. But for the most part, using destroying those big boulders can be a fairly nice way of consistently getting, a bit more than like you would normally get from the standard ones or have you. Just sprites, come here. Okay. Also need to be defeating ghosts. Yeah, nice thing about this is there are a bunch of enemies here we need to defeat, like bats, slimes are pretty much on every floor, but we need to be defeating those anyway. Bats are another one that can be pretty annoying, but we also need to be defeating a bunch of those. So altogether, I'm like more than fine with having to spend a bit more time on these floors, because again, eventually I want to clear out all the bounties anyway, so we're going to try to do that as well. And generally that tends to be one of the things I find myself having to push off until later in the game, which stinks. But that's just because I'm really lazy about it. Okay, I don't like this floor layout. I hate the spiral. I hate the spiral so much. But we'll deal with it. Again, main thing is the dust sprites. And we need, I think, 500 of them, so it's probably going to be a few more times we have to come back here before we get them, especially with how unlucky I feel like we've been with them. But, hey, ooh, there's more here. Okay, good. Doubt we're going to be able to get all those inner ones. I'm just going to skip by them. And instead, we're going to reset the floor here. I think we're on floor 60. No, I don't want to come in here. Floor 60, I believe, is what we were on. And I'm doing that specifically because I was making sure that the festival wasn't going. I believe we should still get the message even if we're in the mines. Because I think it starts at like 11 something, so around 9:30 we're going to start leaving. Because we do have the horse, so we could stay later, but I don't really want to push it. I want to make sure we see this festival and I don't have to reset this entire day because we've already done quite a bit. So I just want to ensure that I show the festival, and I don't want to miss it. Because it has come close to happening once or twice in past playthroughs when I'm not showing it. In fact, I think I've probably missed a few festivals even in past playthroughs. Even again when I'm not recording and trying to show everything. And now that I'm trying to record and show everything, now knowing my luck is when I'd absolutely forget to do so. Okay, hopefully maybe we have one more little group cluster, if you will, of them up here. Nah, okay. We do have some ore, so we'll take that and then we'll head out of here. Because again, I want to make sure we see that festival. Overall, pretty great in terms. Not pretty great. No, it is not great. Pretty good is what I meant. Didn't defeat too many, unfortunately, despite them spawning in quite usually like groups of 4 or 5. Since you have to defeat 500 of them. There we go. Yep. So it's actually at 10 that starts. Okay. Anyway, yeah. In general. Okay. Well, this is a heart scene, but anyway, as I was saying, in general, I find that the defeating enough dust sprites, despite the reward being very good, can take quite a while. Anyway, this is a heart scene. This is Maru's 4 heart scene, I believe. Right, I'm surprised to see you here so late. Yeah, I'm heading to the dance, the Moonlight and Jellies, actually, which I'm surprised you're out there. That sky looks amazing right now. It does. The nice thing about rural areas is you can sometimes see the stars on clearer nights, just because the light pollution. I think it's what's actually called. You really can't see the stars really at night, even on clear nights in like cities and stuff, just because how much light is emitted. Come over here, I want to show you something. Here, take a peek. Okay, I better not get pink eye or something like I did in Undertale. What do you see? Cold Dark Abyss, a beautiful planet? A beautiful planet, I'm guessing. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I was about to say. There's no way you just have this looking out at nothing. By the time any of these stars are visited, you and I will be long gone. I guess that's the trouble with being human, huh? Not to be depressing, but yeah. But it's exciting because we get to experience things here on Earth that future generations won't. Ryan, never mind. Here, let me show you a binary star system. Okay, because that's way more interesting than whatever you're gonna say. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Why are there giant black squares? Am I the one seeing that? Like, it looks like there's parts of the sky missing. Maybe that's a glitch. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be that way. Whoa! Saturn. I think that's Saturn because it has the ring. I didn't know. Is Saturn blue? I think it's usually depicted as like an orangish color, isn't it? Maybe it's a stylistic choice to make it look prettier and fit more in. What a beautiful night. Maru showed me something new. Super cool. So we got to spend the time with Maru. We got to see her 4 heart scene, which is super cool. And thankfully, time doesn't pass unless you're getting multiplayer. Speaking of, eventually I'm going to show multiplayer off in this game because it does exist and it's really fun. But I will say I do have some complaints about it. And one of them is that if you're watching a heart scene, you really can't watch them in multiplayer because time still keeps moving on. Even when you're watching them, like, time doesn't freeze or anything. Which I get, like, that'd be hard to program something in because, you know, other people could be playing the game and whatnot, but it kind of sucks that you're watching a heart scene that you get, like, at 9 a.m. and then when you finally finish the heart scene, it's, like, 6 p.m. and you missed out an entire day just because you were playing multiplayer, but I don't know, whatever. Okay, get off my horse, because they won't let me bring it into the festival anyway, even if I want to. And here we are. Very relaxing. You can see our glow radius from our arena or whatever. Yo, Linus, I gotta talk to you first, of course. Why are you hiding back here? I'll just sneak up when the jellies arrive. I don't want to bother anyone. You're not bothered, Linus. Come on, man. Well, summer's over, to be honest. I'll be happy to say goodbye to these blasted mosquitoes. Ugh, goodness, I 100% agree. But also, if in real life summer, I'm always happy for it to be over because, again, I do not like super warm temperatures. Wizard, back here at this statue of like a bird. What's up, man? How'd you find me back here? I thought it was well hidden. Perhaps you're blessed with the gift of clairvoyance. Or maybe I just call I look around because I'm stubborn. I'm here to observe the lunaloos, or the moonlight jellies, as you call them. They possess an unusual, potent, magical aura for an aquatic life form. Don't use your big words thinking you're better than me. You purple hair. Actually, Abigail's purple hair too, and I may marry her. Never mind. I shouldn't say that. It's kind of cold, actually. I guess fall is right around the corner. Yeah, you were just talking about the How'd you beat me here, by the way? I had a horse, and we were looking at your telescope. Also, I hit the mic, so with that. Oh, it's past my bedtime. Hey, did you see that candle boat? I crafted it myself. No, I didn't. Hopefully I will see it, though. Moonlight jelly. What a remarkable species. We're very lucky that they stopped here on their long journey south. It's unknown what they are it's unknown why they are attracted to light. Very curious. I'm sure, Demetrius, if anyone can figure it out, it will be you. And that's only because I think you're really the only scientist here in the valley. Lay out here all by yourself? Hey, I'm paying respects to another bygone summer. True. Time does fly really fast, especially as you get older. Something I'm sure many of you can relate to. I sound like an old man, and that's because I am, but that's besides the point. Also, I believe even if you don't repair the bridge by this festival, I believe it gets repaired for this festival, and then they destroy it again. Unless they change that. At least that used to be a thing, which is always funny. They rebuilt the bridge without me, and then they would just destroy it again on a spike because I didn't do it for them. Why are you looking at me like that? You think I'm too old to enjoy something like this? Why the frick am I getting yelled at just because I'm looking at you? Remember seeing the jellies once as a little girl, or how I jumped with joy when they arrived. But that was a lot ago. I'm less energetic now, but it's still exciting, and you can still enjoy it. Like, yeah, there's a lot of things that suck about getting old, and I'm fortunately not that part of my life yet. Unfortunately, everyone does have to get to that point in their life. But still, there's so many things to enjoy about that. Just make sure to swing by the shop tomorrow to get your fall seeds. Okay, you're already running a shop here. So yeah, this is new, and this update, I believe, is he'll actually sell stuff to you. The only thing that isn't like a decorative item is seed foam pudding, which if we look, the briny pudding, pudding? What's wrong with me? Pudding will really get you into the maritime mindset. 175 energy, 78 health, but it gives +4 fishing for 3 minutes. Really good, but it is 5,000 gold, and I definitely don't need that right now. These candles are romantic, aren't they? Yeah, kind of sucks that your husband set up a little shop back here. Whatever. Don't tell Gus, but I'm a little disappointed there's no buffet tonight. Food is always a good thing. Moonlight jellies. I wonder how they taste. I would never try it, of course. Yeah, that's unethical. Life is so easy for jellyfish, just letting the waves carry you onward forever. Man, maybe. I mean, there's, it's always greener, I guess, but, there's always stuff going on. I'm gonna take a picture of the jellies when they arrive. Okay. I can't believe summer's over. I feel like it just started. That's also kind of true, to some degree. There's a heavy load of people for an ancient wooden dock. I'll stay over here near the beach. Watch Final Destination for the first time. I want to see the rare green jelly. The rare green jelly, you say, kid? Interesting. The 3 kids, I guess they're not really kids because you can marry them, so they're at least like 18, but the younger ones, at least. We see these 3 in a group a lot, as I'm trying to get at. They're all over this dock, they're too cool for school. I thought I saw something moving in the dark. Something in there, something big, something dark. Just trying to scare you. Well, it didn't really work. Because the only thing big and dark on this entire beach is your atrocious hair. I'm sorry, that was kind of mean. I wonder if they're poisonous. Maybe I shouldn't push Sebastian into the water after all. Wait. If they're poisonous, that wouldn't affect him. It'd be if they're venomous, because there's a difference between poisonous and venomous. Such a rare and exciting thing. Yeah, poisonous, I think, is if it's something you have to consume for it to affect you. Venomous just means like it's fangs or something, I believe, like something that injects into you. Like a defense mechanism. These jellies were here a year ago, and they'll be back again a year from now. Nature's amazing. Wow, that's pretty uplifting for Jane. Wow. Hope there are babies this year. Aw. The most NPC response just me saying, aw. Most night fish would be scared of light. These ones are strange. Well, I mean, we're strange too. There, I just saw something glowing. Oh, it's gone. Talk to Emily. Look out there, the endless sea, deep underwater. All kinds of life forms are moving around in the dark. Eerie, isn't it? But it's also kind of beautiful, especially you get to see them. I wore my special shoes tonight. No one noticed. They look the same to me, but, come on, man. You barely make yourself known to the village. How are we supposed to know? And you barely communicate with them. If we keep polluting the oceans, the jellies will surely go extinct. It's already in the process of happening. What a shame. We have no respect for nature anymore. Unfortunately, many don't. But thankfully, many people do, and, trying to help with that as we can. Good evening, Ryan. The moonlight jellies are close. I already saw one glowing in the distance. Once we launch the candle boat, they'll come up to the docks and say hello. What do you think? Should I launch the boat now? I think we're ready to start this festival. This one is similar to a bit like the flower dance, as it's one that's more of a visual piece than something to actively do. But that being said, I think you're going to find that it's still quite amazing what you get to see here. The glow of summer has faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry on toward the great unknown. And it's 12 a.m. Kind of a rude knock of that really nice music, the relaxing atmosphere and everything. All that to get immediately thrown back into our farm where now it's really late and we're about to pass out at any moment. So yeah, I really like that festival despite there not being really much to engage with. But it's one that I really like because you get to see all the villagers and everyone's kind of together there and relaxing and all that. And I just find it to be quite enjoyable. And really cool and interesting is if you're not used to, or if you're used to the old version of the festival, you may notice it's a little different than you remember. And that's because they actually did change it. Also, I'm going to keep that just so the timing of it's a little better. Actually, no, I'm not. Frick that. Anyway, yeah, you may have noticed the update actually did change how the, like, how that festival goes. Like, there's new animations, and there's a lot more life in general breathed into that festival, and it goes a long way and really adds to that festival, and man, I am so happy about that. Because I love that festival to begin with, but now it's one that went from just one I love to one that I think is absolutely amazing. Level 10 mining! Here we go. So as I said, of course, like with all of them, we get to see level 10 mining. Choose a profession. Blacksmith, metal bars worth 50% more, prospector, chance to find coal doubled. Okay. Depending on how you play, both of these are probably the most tied I've ever thought, like, in terms of their usefulness. Coal is incredibly valuable, and you're going to want a lot of it. Blacksmith may not seem really worthwhile unless you think of the prospect of getting 50% more from things like rhodium bars. That's 1,500. That means for just 2 bars, you're getting 3,000 gold instead of 3 bars. Now, if you are going to be doing a lot of runs in the Skull Cavern, this is going to be your best bet in terms of making money off it. Prospector, however, is a great idea if you are trying to indeed get things like coal, which you can use as a resource. Me personally, I'm going to be going with Blacksmith, because I am going to be hopefully eventually making a decent chunk off of, iridium bars. It is going to be a bit for that, so until then, I'm going to be actually going with Prospector, and I may be saying, why did I go with Blacksmith when I just said I'm going with Blacksmith? Yeah. That's because we're getting closer to the point where we actually will be able to change this when we want to. As I mentioned, that is a thing, and I'll bring it up when the time actually comes where we can do so. And me personally, I'm going to reset this one to Blacksmith. But I think Prospector is good early on until then, so we can start accumulating more coal every time we go mining. So that's my personal hope for it, and that's why I'm picking that one. And again, you can always change that later, which is my main, prerogative, and also what my goal is going to be. So there was our last bit of money. Nothing super, fantastic in terms of our last bit of money from summer year 1. But it all adds up, and overall I think summer has been quite good for us. Next time, we are going to start our first fall here in Stardew Valley. I hope to see you all there.